All right, our first question is from Justin Ferguson.
Hey Bo, first half you guys weren't able to throw the ball downfield very much with the rain. Second half you had a much better half. I mean, was that the difference for you, or what was it? Because in the second half your numbers were a lot better.
Definitely the rain. It was raining hard on us there for a minute, especially in the first half. Probably as bad as I've ever played in a game as far as the rain. And so we just tried to run the ball, and I felt like we ran the ball very effectively. We had some good long, sustaining drives that turned into touchdowns. We got a huge blocked punt for a touchdown, so that kind of sparked us. And then, I mean, like you said, it was dry there in the second half, and we were able to open up the call sheet a little bit more, and we were able to run our offense and run it productively.
Next question is from Jordan Hill.
Bo, you guys got the ball back with a little over 2 minutes left in the game. What were you guys saying to each other? And, what did it mean to see Anders go out there and hit that there at the end?
Well, we knew the task at hand. We knew we had to go out there and get in field goal range. We have a great field goal kicker. He had already hit two before, and so we felt really comfortable. We knew what yard line we had to get to, and then we ran the ball there at the end of the drive just to continue to get closer and get in the middle. And, we got him where he was comfortable, and he was able to put it through for us, and that was a huge kick.
Next is Tom Green.
Hey, Bo, what happened on that attempted spike, and what was the explanation you got from the officials during that whole exchange?
Oh, well, it was just it was poor on my part. I got to get the ball better and then spike it. And then I guess they were trying to figure something else out. But I felt like, at that point, you just got to get the ball and spike it and take the penalty. That's kind of all you can do, and we'll continue to get better with the exchanges.
Next is Patrick Rickman.
But what kind of lift did Tank Bigsby give you guys, especially in that first half, seeing him bounce off the tackles, keep his legs moving? How does it make your job easier and the lift that it gave the offense?
It makes my job a lot easier when he's running the ball like that. And obviously Tank has been a huge weapon for us the past few weeks, and we're really getting to know how good of a player he really is. And run after run after run, it's like he never goes down. And he's young, he's still got a lot to learn, but the effort, the intensity, and the playmaking ability is definitely there for him.
Next is Rex Castillo.
Hey, Bo, Coach told us that Seth wasn't 100%, but to see Anthony Schwartz pick up the load and have 100 yards and that incredible touchdown, what was it like to see him step up?
Yeah, Flash is always there. He's going to be extremely competitive. He's going to fight to the end. And when he gets the ball, he can make a lot of good things happen for you, and that's just what we try to do today. And obviously Seth was a little limited in practice, but he played the whole entire game, and I don't think it bothered him or affected him any as far as his play. And, we just got out there, and we were productive. We hit plays when it mattered, and we got the win.
Next question is from Bob Holt.
Hey, Bo, I'm from the Ironside Democrat Gazette, so obviously I'm curious about Chad. What was he like those last couple drives? Did you guys get the game ball, and just how glad are you that he won the team? What do you think this meant to him?
Yeah, his coaching experience was in full display there the past few, the last two drives. And, both drives we got down in the field goal range pretty quickly. And so he was able to get us in the right positions, the right spots. He knew what play he wanted to call, and he went with it. And I'm extremely, extremely fired up that he's on my team. He's super competitive. I've said it from day one. He loves winning about as much as I do. And that's all you can ask for with your coach.
You guys getting the game ball or anything like that?
We did not. We don't usually do game balls.
Okay, thanks.
Next question is from Tom Green.
Yeah, Bo, just kind of following up on that, how good was it to kind of win this one for Chad? I know Nick earlier in the week was saying that you guys really wanted to win this one for him just because of his history with Arkansas.
Yeah, it was personal for us. He's a part of us. He's on our team, and so just with the way things went down and the way the situation was when he came in, obviously he had this one circled for a while, and I mean, we're just really excited that we got the win for him, and I know he's extremely relieved. And I mean, it was a close one. They fought their butt off. They were actually a really good team, and you have to give them credit for just playing down to the wire, playing until the end. They never gave up, and I mean, they easily could have. They got down early, but they continued to battle, and they were a great team. And I think part of that obviously comes from Coach Morris being there the past few years, so it just shows a testament to his character and what we got now with him on our side.
Next question is from Brian Matthews.
Hi, Bo. I want to ask you a bit about the week. How difficult was it coming off the Georgia loss and all the injuries you've had this week? Just for you and the team, how tough was it?
That's a good question. I honestly don't think it was tough at all, just because of how bad it hurt and how bad I wanted to get back on the field and how bad I wanted to play again. And so we finally got back out here. Obviously, the weather condition was absolutely awful, and we had to manage the rain, all this and that, and obviously our game plan was altered there at the beginning, and so we just had to manage a lot throughout the game. But we were all extremely fired up to come out here and play again, extremely fired up to get back on winning, back on track like we're supposed to be. So it was just a huge win for us.
Do you have a chance to talk to KJ Britt or tell him anything before the game?
Absolutely. Obviously, got to speak to him, and he's doing really well. And you know how KJ is. It doesn't matter. His arm could be falling off, and he'd still be encouraging you and making sure that he puts the team first, and that's just what kind of guy he is. And it's going to be a tough few weeks without him, to be honest, losing a guy like that. But, I mean, his voice will always be there. He's out of practice with us, and it's just going to show the younger guys that they can step up and they can play. And we'll just have to find new leaders and different leaders and see how guys respond, and I think it'll be good for us.
Next question comes from Justin Ferguson.
Hey, Bo, from up here, it seemed like you couldn't really get a good connection there early with Seth, or actually for most of the game. Body language didn't look great from Seth, but then that second to last drive, y'all hit for a big play. He makes a big catch and run. Did you talk to each other on the sidelines, or just what kind of changed? Because he seemed to snap into it, and you found him there on that big play.
Yeah, well, you know, any given play, Seth can emerge and make a big one like he did, and we just got him out in space. He got the ball, and he took off from there, and that's just what Seth can do. We got to continue to put him in positions, him, Flash Shed, all those guys, put him in positions to really move the ball and do well. But as we move forward, obviously he's going to have to continue to be Seth and be who he is and not try to do too much, but at the same time make the plays that he's capable of making.
And our last question for Bo is for Phil Marshall.
Bo, could you just talk about what it was like on the sideline when the field goal missed? And after a really good drive, you were still behind. How did you feel, and what was the talk over there?
Yeah, well, we had just over probably 2:40 left, and so I knew that our defense was going to go out and get a 3 and out. We sat all 3 timeouts, and I knew from there we were going to get great field position, and we were going to move the ball down. He was going to have a chance to kick it again, and I knew he was going to make it from the start.
Addressed this early. I apologize. I was late getting on. Can you just talk about what kind of took place on the last snap, the spike there?
Yeah, absolutely. I just mishandled the snap. Obviously, we're not under center a lot, and but there's no excuses. I got to do better. We practice that every day, and so just got to, do better in a game like rep, and not put my team in jeopardizing position.
All right, Bo.
Forward.
I thought so. Yes, I thought so.
Thank you.
All right, Bo. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Our first question is from Rex Castillo.
What's up, Tank? Hey, everyone at Callaway remembers just how hard you ran, but you attacked this game getting your first start. You ran with intensity. Nix and Coach Malzahn were really impressed. How did you approach it? It's a big deal to get a SEC game.
Rex, can you repeat the question?
How did you handle getting your first start in the SEC, and then what kind of mentality did you run with running for 146 yards?
Just being able to run. The O-line did very good today. They played their butt off, and we just went out there, handled my business, and it felt real good. And I just thank the O-line, my team for being with me.
Next question is from Justin.
I don't understand anything being said. I'm hearing all kind of background
All right. Hang on just a second, everybody.
Well, Ole Miss is ahead 14-7. Yeah.
The next question for Tank is from Justin Ferguson.
Hey Tank, you mentioned it in your first answer, but what did you see from the offensive line? It looked like there were a lot more holes, especially in that first half, compared to what y'all have done in the first couple of weeks.
We had a good week in practice. They practicing their butt off. They got tired of what everybody was saying. They stood up to what they had to stand up to today. They pushed, and they didn't stop fighting. So I just give it to them boys. They was in the trenches and they won, and and I thank them for doing everything they were doing today.
Next question is from Nathan King. Nathan? All right, we'll go to Bob Holt.
Hey, Tank, great game. Yeah, I'm with the Arkansas newspaper, so I was wanting to ask you about Coach Morris. What was he like on those last couple drives? What did you think of his play calling to get you guys in position to win? And, how big was this to him since he coached at Arkansas, do you think?
Coach Morris is a great man. He very cool. He also very smart man. Just been letting him coach me. He's he's the best. Like he's the coach that you'll want. He push you and just knowing like you can trust him at a moment like that to get us down the field. So it's like Coach Morris, like you'll know that he'll get you down there. So Coach Morris is he's a great man and a great coach.
I think this was for him. Did you get to sort of sense his emotions after the game, and how happy are you? Obviously, you want to beat anybody, but that you beat Arkansas, and he probably had some strong emotions about it.
I feel like it meant a lot to him. Of course, I don't know how he really feel, but the way he showed, it felt like I felt the energy from him, and he felt real good about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question is from Larkin Carden.
Hey, Bigsby. Sorry, turn that down. I was wondering how you thought you played this game. Obviously, you had a ton of huge plays, but how do you think you played this game, and how do you see yourself developing in the future?
If you ask me, the game I played today, it was all right. I could have did a lot of things better. Pressing, being more patient. I could have did a lot of things better. Working on getting in the end zone, running the ball more physical than I was running. It was an all right game to me. I'm just really glad we won. I'm okay with my performance, but down the road, hopefully, I know it'll get better.
Next question is from Jeff Shearer.
I think Alec Jackson said that you reminded him of a Cadillac Williams. Have you flipped on the video and seen does Carnell showed you what he did, and do you agree with that comparison?
Coach Cadillac, that's my man right there. Just letting him coach me. Everything I do. He's in my ear. Making sure I do everything right on the field and off the field. Seeing the comparison though. I won't be seeing myself like that. I don't watch myself unless it's film. And but Coach Lack, I seen Coach Lack play before. But of course, I'll be trying to beat all Coach Lack records and stuff. I'll be trying to do something like that. But Coach Cadillac, the question you asked me was like, do you see the comparison? I just leave that up to other people say, because I really haven't seen Coach Lack play, but I seen some film footage of him. So I know he was a great player and all that, but I never really seen him play. But we have a lot in common on and off the field.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And our last question for Tank is from Rocco DeSangro.
Yeah, Tank. As far as high school football goes, you're a year removed from high school football, and you ran wild on the football field there. To come into college, 3 games in, to be able to have your first 100-yard game in your college career, and a very long college career you're expecting to have. Just what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I be very hard on myself and expect more from myself, but it was real good to have my first 100-yard game in college. I continue, and hopefully I have more to come.
All right, Tank. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.